The following presentation is for mature audiences only.
Who are you?
He's a fine man.
All hell is broken loose.
He's a great broadcaster.
He's a very powerful guy. Absolutely brilliant.
Feared by men, adored by women.
He's a smart boy. It's patriotic. It's no big deal.
It's the end of the world. I might as well tell you now. He's a monkey.
And how you doing, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages? Welcome into another edition of The Wyldeside with Eric Clark. I am your host, Eric Clark, saying thank you for taking time out of your busy day being awesome to give my video a watch and a listen. If you like it, like it. If you think other people are going to dig it, give it a share. Make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel. Hit that notification button for the live stream. Smash the like button for the algorithm. If you have a band, song, or a video, something you'd like me to do a video on, head over to the Discord server. Left-hand side, YouTube reaction requests. Read the pinned message. Drop a link, a brief description. I will get to it when I can. Thank you to Connect 200 Music to see and Aunt Betty's Nut Butter. All of my social media is linked down below, as well as ways to help the channel grow and contribute from Patreon to PayPal. Today we are checking out some legends in the studio with a new track. Well, it's an old song, but it's newly recorded by some absolute legends. Today we are checking out the Howlin' Wolf classic, Killing Floor. By the way, it's Zeppelin's Travelin' Riverside Blues, the Lemon Song. Everybody's covered this, from Johnny Winter to Electric Flag. I think Joey Bonamassa, Hendrix has done it. So today we are checking out Slash of Guns&Roses, along with Brian Johnson of AC/DC, doing the absolute classic. If you can't do this track, don't pick up a guitar kind of song. It is Howlin' Wolf's Killing Floor, the song originally from 1964. This is Slash and Brian Johnson doing it today on the Wyldeside. Let's check it out. Yeah.
A long time ago.
Wow. Okay.
I should have quit you, baby. A long time ago. I should have quit you, pretty woman, and went on down to Mexico. If I had followed my first mind, if I had followed my first mind, I've been gone, yeah, since my second time.
Nice.
I should've went on when my friend come from Mexico with me. I should've went on when my friends come from Mexico with me. But I'm not fooling with you, baby. I let you put me on the killing floor. building flow.
Dude. All right, man. All right, that was awesome. That is Slash with Brian Johnson and Steven Tyler doing the Howlin' Wolf classic Killing Floor. Again, there's a reason there are terms in the music world like standard, right? Like these are standards and staples. I don't want to take away from Pops. You should be able to do certain things because certain songs, certain tones, certain elements of the rock and roll beginnings are iconic. So these rockabilly diddly sounds, right? And they capture this perfectly. I really hope that that was as fun to record as it was to experience. And I want to say this to the record industry. Do that. Do that. This is what we have been missing. Yes, it's a Howlin' Wolf classic from 1964, but there is nothing but a new car smell on this because you have Slash of Guns&Roses, and this doesn't sound anything like Guns&Roses, and you have Brian Johnson from AC/DC, and this sounds absolutely nothing like AC/DC, and you know what? This song contains elements from all of those bands that we want more of. That what drew us this. So when you hear this and you say, wow, Brian Johnson's doing this lower register, this lower key, this lower tone in his voice that normally it's up here, the Jim Brewer kind of a joking. But if you listen to Back in Black and get beyond Shook Me All Night Long and Hell's Bells, you will hear him doing that. And in subsequent records, you hear him doing that. So he's really good at capturing that vulgarity that you need in a blues standard like a Howlin' Wolf track like Killing Floor. There are certain standards, like there's Howlin' Wolf, there's Robert Johnson, of course, Albert King, John Lee Hooker, Dixon, Pop Staples, that have left their mark on our sound. These are the very sources of everything that came after. So when you hear these prolific musicians pay homage to that by not updating, but tributing their influences, you hear why, A, they are as awesome as they are because they're passionate about their music, and you hear how fundamentally and universally appealing that these songs were. This is a great rockabilly track right here. This is a great rhythmic blues rockabilly track. And I have to say this about this drummer real quick. That was a great shuffle. That was a fantastic shuffle in this track, man. I have to give the drummer that props. But you even hear Slash going into his foundation. And you see it with Steven Tyler. Steven Tyler plays the hell of a mouth harp. And he shows it right here. Why? Because he is trying to live up to the standard of his own influence. I've said this before, and I'll say it again about Aerosmith. Go back to prior to Pump and Permanent Vacation. Go back. Early stuff. That's right there. That is what drew us to these bands. Even Guns&Roses, even AC/DC, that rhythmic primal blues that speaks to the universal feelings we all feel, but done in an upbeat, joyful way. It's this great cataclysm of emotional conflict that comes through in a 4-minute track. So again, I hope they had as much fun making that track as I had listening to that track, because that blew me away. That was crazy good. So I'm saying this to the music industry, and I'm saying that to all these young bands coming out with all their cool stuff and all their sounds. Do that. Can you do that? Because that's the standard. It was set in 1964, and we're still trying to achieve it. And we're coming close, and it sounds awesome, but there's a reason that is a standard. There's a reason Led Zeppelin used this song in 3 of their tracks that they ended up having to go back and pay for. But yeah, dude, there's a reason you hear this in AC/DC. You hear this in Aerosmith. You hear it in Guns N' Roses. So I think, again, sometimes it serves us better when we get lost in the melee of the commercialism that has become our music industry. I think when you hear something like this, you say, yeah, dude, let's get in the Wayback Machine. Let's start seeing people do stuff like this, because that is, man, I'll sit in the bar and listen to that for 4 hours. That is no doubt. And I think all of you can agree with me on that. All of us that grew up with all 3 of those bands are going to see this and have the same reaction I did, which is, I don't want to say the words, but it's like, yeah, dude, that's it. Do that. Do that. Do that, you knuckleheads. So thank you very much for that. If you have a suggestion for a band, song, video, something you want me to check out, like new Slash, Brian Johnson, and Steven Tyler doing a Howlin' Wolf classic, Killing Floor, get over to the Discord server, left-hand side, YouTube reaction requests, drop a link, and a brief description. I'll get to it when I can. Thank you to Connect 200 Music to See and Aunt Betty's Nut Butter. Thank you to all of you for taking time out of your day to hang out with me on the east side of Music City, USA. Make sure you're looking out for each other. Make sure you're looking out for your neighbor. Try to do at least one good thing a day. I am Eric Clark, and this is The Wyldeside.